just wasn't such a good idea. Will it even record my voice? Probably not, but it's a nice view, so it's all good. Alright, hey guys, so I'm out here in the beautiful Santa Monica Mountains, and while I don't actually usually watch TV, I haven't really had a TV since, well, 2003 I believe it was, when I started working at a camp out in the middle of the mountains and we didn't have a TV. But despite the fact that I don't watch TV, I am super excited about the new Batwoman show. For some reason there are a lot of very negative reviews ever since the trailers came out, and I don't see it. I have pretty high standards for everything. I mean, I haven't watched a TV show for however many years. The last one that I thought was worth watching was Xena. So anybody out there know what that even is? Xena the Warrior Princess? Yeah, probably a few of you nodding your heads. I mean, there have been a few other things, like there was The Lost Girl, which I found out about 3 years or something after the fact, which is kind of sad because it was a Canadian show. We'd have loved to have supported that. But in terms of strong female lead characters that we're talking about, that's the one I can think of. And then there is, of course, there's The 100, which the CW ran, and we got Lexa for like a season or season and a half before the infamous bullet scene. But yeah, I mean, really, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but Lexa was just a younger version of Xena, and really, if you look at the names, they really just only changed one letter in the name, and it was the same thing. And the treatment of the character, it was unfortunate that Debnam-Carey had to go or chose to go and work on the whatever that zombie show is, Walking Dead or something. But yeah, that character could have been developed into so much, and it was unfortunate that happened. But anyways, so now here we are, and we have Batwoman. And the only other really female action superhero character I can think of that I was excited about prior to that is Captain Marvel, which if you haven't seen the movie, you really should, because it was really, really, really cool. But yeah, so Batwoman. So what do I think? Kate, who is Batwoman in her real world by her real name, was training in a military college and got involved with a girlfriend romantically, just to make that clear. And they got caught, and they were forced to either be expelled or to sign paperwork that denied the homosexual conduct. So Steffi, I think is the other girl's name, whom I really don't like at the moment, but hopefully we'll get a lot more character development for her and, kind of get to know her reasons. She signed those papers quoting that she didn't have the privilege of being offended, and of course they very anticlimactically broke up with not even a hug in the parking lot in front of everybody. It's still a pretty heartbreaking scene to watch, because probably a lot of us can relate to losing someone for one reason or another, where really they just weren't ready to face a certain aspect of their own life and who they were, and they weren't ready to stand up for themselves and just be who they are, whether that's in front of their family or in front of society. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking to watch, even though it was, to me, it was kind of awkward. I don't really feel the chemistry between the two characters, but then also, like I said, I quite instantaneously dislike Steffi as a character. If you give up on love because of something that other people tell you to, if it's not your own decision, that's just sad. And so unnecessary. But I guess we all go through our own journey of self-discovery and all that good stuff, so anyways, they break up. Kate disappears because she can no longer be in the college. Kind of skipping scenes here, but long story short, this crazy lady who was in Lost Girl, she apparently always gets the sort of villain characters. I mean, in this series, she's definitely a villain. In Lost Girl, she was kind of sort of villain first, and then kind of got a little better, and then kind of swapped the teams. And I think she actually ended up falling for Bo as well at some point, the main character, which was again heartbreaking. Unrequited love is always so tragic. And yes, I poke fun at that, but yeah, personal experience. It sucks. Yeah. Anyway, so this crazy lady kidnaps Sophie. So Kate hops on her bike, because of course she has a bike, because she's a badass. And, you know, gotta have the whole black leather jacket and black tall boots and jeans and, you know, motorbike thing going on, which, let's be honest, Ruby definitely pulls that off very well. And, I mean, it suits her, and it's super exciting to finally see a character that I think she's actually worthy of. So Ruby Rose, the lead character, gets back into town and of course tries to figure out what's going on. Decides to kind of take things into her own hands. Ends up getting captured after we get some fun fight scenes. Always a good idea to go into the bad person's lair, right? With no backup of any kind, not telling anybody where you're going. Kind of like me going on solo hikes, I guess, all over the place. That's always a good idea too. But anyways, she's doing pretty well until she gets knocked out and tied up and all that stuff. And, yeah, not a fun scene. Let's just put it that way. So if you're watching the reruns, maybe skip that part. Batwoman shows up, saves the day, saves Sophie from, well, kind of technically doesn't save her from falling over, but she jumps off the building, takes her with her, switches them around so that Kate's on the bottom when they land on a mattress, of all things, because of course they would, right? That's the action hero love scene, I guess. No words, no nothing. She goes, fights the bad guy off. But yeah, so overall, we get action. It's fast-paced. We get brooding, hot, cool-looking Ruby Rose, who is finally playing a character that's worthy of playing and suits her as a person. It feels like she doesn't even need to act, like she's just being herself, really, which is fantastic because it makes the character that much more believable and relatable and that much more cool. I mean, any superhero character is just made up, right? But she's got that vibe around her where you think that she could be that cool in real life, and probably is. I think the pilot did a really good job of setting things up and giving us a little bit of enough background to sort of understand the story and understand her reasons. But because it HLD Light, we're all about inspiring and encouraging you to be yourselves and being true to yourselves and just being open, honest, and comfortable and proud of who you are, because you should be. That's all we ever need to be, is ourselves. That's what we were designed to be. I'm not sure where along the way, who and where and why decided that trying to force everyone into the same form was a good idea. I'm not too sure where that originated, whether that was fear-based or control-based, or I don't know. But somewhere along the way, we have learned to fit into society based on the expectations that were placed on us. And at HLD Light, we really encourage you to just be yourself. Whatever that means, whoever that is, just be that, because that's what you were put on this earth to be, is be yourself and contribute to the world in your own unique way. And what this is leading into is, those were Kate's words that she wrote down and thought to herself when she decided to take on this superhero responsibility, this persona, where she states herself that she's been trying to run towards this or pursue this path which she thought was the one laid out for her, where she tried to fit in so badly and just never could. Now she's choosing to be herself and play by her own rules. And I think that's what makes the series so exciting. It's, you know, it's great that it's a female character, and it's great that it's a LGBTQ character in a lead role like that. There's all sorts of other cool things that are going on with it, but to me, what's exciting is that that's really what every superhero comes down to, is that they choose to embrace who they are, and it's those unique qualities that enhance them into these superheroes, really. I mean, yes, there's the superpowers and stuff, but it's their character that we can relate to, and which makes them into who they are as heroes. So that's what's exciting to me about this show, and I really look forward to what happens in the next few episodes. But if the pilot is supposed to hook you in and supposed to get you excited for the show, then it definitely did the job for me, because I'm all in. I totally want to see where the show goes. I want to see the characters develop. I want to know what happens to them, and most importantly, I think that what we forget is that art is supposed to make us feel stuff, and especially movies and shows like this. I don't know if anybody else feels it when they watch things like this, but it makes you feel like things are possible, like everything is possible, like you can relate to the hero and you can put yourself in that situation, and you take with you when you leave either the movie theater or your living room, wherever you're watching it. You take that empowered feeling with you. I don't know, I always feel like I can leap off buildings and, lift cars and literally take on the world and accomplish anything whenever I see a show like this or a movie like this, and I just like bounce out of the theater, skip around, and just so much energy, so much positive energy, and so much possible energy, where I think if it does nothing else, if the entire show ends up turning out to be a bust and it sucks, if it makes you feel that, makes you feel like there's a possibility of accomplishing a grand goal that you are put on this earth to accomplish, I think it's done its job. So for me, I'm gonna end it with this. It did the job, and I look forward to more. So hey guys, one other thing, be you be true. If you resonate with what I said about following your own path, and if being yourself is something that wearing a t-shirt would encourage you to do, then by all means please go support the brand and go get one of these black puzzle t-shirt. Be you be true, because that's how you need to be. Go support the brand, let me know what you think, comment below, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know what you want to see next. Do you want to see styling tips? Maybe we'll go over Kate styling tips from Batwoman or Ruby Rose in real life. I mean, that would be a pretty good study. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, what do you want to hear, what do you want to learn. If you want to collaborate, hit me up. I'm absolutely always looking for people to work with and create content with. So I want to make this channel useful to you. If you have ideas, please let me know. I'll happily explore them. I'll happily feature you if you want to be featured. If you're in LA or wherever I end up traveling, if you're in the area, come say hi. But yeah, let's have fun with this, and let's make it useful to you. All right? Ciao.